Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are playing in the Dragon's Cove Park. And if we take a look at it, we have started only at the beginning. I mean, just look at how big it is and look where all our stuff is. It's like, we're just filling it up, as if we were rolling out a carpet or something, just like zoop, all along a broad line. That's what we are doing, at least. It is working out, however. Look at our money. We don't really have particularly much guests, but that's of little importance as guests are not the goal here. So, well, last time I did say that we were gonna build one more coaster to firmly cement our financial disposition in this park. There, expensive English. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But before we get to that, I guess you know the drill by now. Let's do a quick and thorough vandalism scan. I don't know if there will be any vandalism to be found. So far so good though. Looking at things and I'm thinking like, hey, if we can have this in every park, it will be settled for, well, for the whole expansion basically. That's looking good. Looking really good actually. I don't see anything broken, which, well, only, is a thing to applaud for our guest. Though, wait. No, I thought this one was broken. Turns out it isn't, so... No, actually it's in mint tip-top condition. Very, very good. Right, let's check the queue lines then. Let's go back to this view. Now, I believe this Circulierungsöffnung is... yeah, this one's new, I believe. Total customers is 52. I still consider that pretty new, so... we shouldn't really take that one into account. That one's still running fine with the guests, as is, well, all of these rides are basically. You, however, Tiere Troekenmacher. Oh no, this is actually the latest ride that we had. So this is the newest one. Yeah, look at that. See, it hasn't even made any profit. Good, great. Well, turns out we don't need to change... oh, wait. We do want to change a thing. We want to change this to... I guess $2. I guess maybe 150. You know what, we'll go with $1 to keep it cheap. I mean, there's no real need for us to do... excuse me there. There's no real need for us to do so. But I like to see rides being used, rather than sitting there empty with the occasional guest bringing in more money and profit. I'd rather see them, used aplenty. So, there, right, well, I guess that's about it. Yeah, so cementing our financial disposition, we have the trick for that. The trick is called the Mine Train Rollercoaster trick, and you might wonder, like, alright, so what does it entail? Building it! Surprise! Now the question is, of course, where are we going to build it? It's going to be in this corner, possibly, going over this hill and this area. I would really love it if we could get this to spiral around the towers, with them helixes. We're gonna see if we can make that work. I don't promise anything, but we're gonna try out what we can achieve with that. I also really think we should build the station underground for this one, and possibly that we're gonna build it over here, hook it up to this shenaniganry that we have over here. I mean, I know there's so many rides already here, but we just... I mean, where else would we hook up? No, I guess we could hook it up over here and then do shared exits or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. In any case, first of all, let us get to actually building the thing, right? So, we will go... Wait, what? Really? We will go here then. I mean, fine, if you don't let me build, fine, I'll choose my own spot. Then... we will go over here. Ooh, that's interesting. Now, here's the thing. We need to decide right now, where are we actually going to have this hook up? Because if it is over here at this path, it would be advisable to not have the station be too low. If we're gonna hook it up over here though, I mean, it hardly matters anything, really. It would actually matter for the exit path. Well, we can make that as long as we bloody well please, I feel. I mean, in theory, you know, theoretically speaking, the exit path, if we stretch the station like this, and let me just see, this is height 9. If we go as low as like, I don't know, height 7 or something, we could hook up the entrance over there and the exit shared with this one. Now, admittedly, that won't be that well, or that well. Yeah, I can talk English, me. No, that won't be that good for the repeat casts, you know, mind you, I'm aware of that, but... Well, it's, you know, look, from a logistical standpoint, I think that's very, very good. So good, in fact, we are going to run with it. There, now, I do want this to be kind of facing forward a little bit here. Not that much, perhaps. Perhaps we'll go back one more. I don't know what I removed there, but it's of little significance. There. Oh, the coaster is in the way. And there as well. That's a long way for a coaster to be in the way. I guess we could still utilize this over here though. Add an extra handyman. It's a long underground section though. Fine, you know, we'll do it. We'll go along with it. Now then, it is time to get this to work. So, there. Oh, this is the one thing we'll do. Oh, I like where this is going. I definitely like where this is going. Alright, let's see what we can cook up here. I mean, there's a lift there already. Wait, why? Oh! Hey, you know what? Let's actually change the view to what we would use if we were building above ground, you know? I might want to see those actual trees standing over there. Right, looking hot so far. Now, here's the thing. We could do another one of these tricks, but I think soon we're gonna hit the... Yeah, I was afraid that would happen. Afraid. I knew it was gonna happen. But this seems about right. Now, let me just, you know, quickly go over what the plan for the rest of the coaster is. I want some stuff happening over here, but I also want some stuff happening over here. So, I think, rather than going for a big drop at first, we're actually gonna go over here straight away. And then do a big drop to head over here, you know, and we'll probably do some underground stuff here as well, you know, build tunnels and whatnot. But I think that that is the best plan so that we have the speed to cruise around those towers in a cool way. There. So then we are looking at like a height 22 currently. That's of course because the Enterprise is in the way. I guess we could just drop it down a little bit further. There's no real need to be this high. I also don't really know how high we can go here. Right, so let's say that this over here, I mean, I can't tell how we are exactly lined up, but let us assume... Oh, this seems to be bloody perfect, actually. Helix down large. Because there is a roller coaster in the way. Helix down small. That would work. Tower in the way. It seems to be more difficult to actually get this around than I first thought it would be. Having said that, nothing's impossible for those who persevere, so how does it go if we try it right now? Well then, if we do a helix down small... No, that definitely won't work. I guess this would do. Tree in the way. We can remedy that. We have something against trees. Right entrance in the way. Not when we put it over there though. Tower in the way. Oh, we don't really need to visit the tower again now, do we? Look, we can just go like this, I believe. And straight. Yeah, there is potential here. I can see it already. Maybe I'm a little bit enthusiastic about the potential. Nah, it's probably not gonna happen. It's what I was thinking like curving it around like that, but no. No, that ain't gonna happen. So what we will do, because currently we are, you know, as above the ride as is humanly possible. I guess no, that ain't gonna work. Right, so what we need basically is we need to get out of there. Yes. Ooh, wow. That does kind of add the curtain effect that I'm afraid of, but fine, it is what it is. And then we'll go up here. We'll straighten that out. And then we'll add the big drop, because remember, we don't really have any big drop yet for this coaster. So, well, big drop, I say big drop, it's not that big actually. It's big enough though to warrant an on-ride photo section. The one thing every coaster in our parks should have, of course. Alright, so what we do want to do is line this up proper over there, which actually means going even further, which means going like all the way over there. Perfect, perfect, look at this, underground stuff, huh? Perfectly suited for this coaster too. You can see where this is going probably. Yes, look at that. Very good, very good. Now then, you know what? Do another curve up, like this. Do another lift up, like this. And then we will add another steep drop. Because we can, and we will. Actually, this one will have to go so far down, it will actually be in the underground. We don't need to raise... Yeah, we actually need to raise it by 2 for that. I am seriously tempted to go along with such a move. Oh! Right, well I guess that this is the only real option that we have then. Now, currently we have 5 grand. We do some twists around here, we have a few drops. I think before we return it would be cool if we somehow shoot, you know, say we curve around here, come up here, do another, you know, up and down thing, pretty much touch the water, so we would have to swirl around like this, go down in a curve, then go in the ground, and then coast back towards the station. I think that would be a cool way to handle things. So we're gonna try and see what we can achieve doing so. We'll go up 1. In fact, we might even go up a little bit more, I feel. How about something like that? Seems about right over here, to be honest. If I were to... let's see. This should do it. Certainly does. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Going right above that coaster there. Very, very fancy track design, if you ask me. Then I might be a little bit biased, as I am the track designer of this. So I might not be the right person to ask here. Very cool design though, you know. I'm very objective on this matter. Let's see. No, that's going down too early. That should do. Oh, we should extend this by one more. Yes, yes, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is exactly how I envisioned this. Just here. What music are we hearing? I think it was from the circus show, actually. I mean, that kind of music. I think it was actually from the circus show. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I never really listened to that music. But now that I heard it, I was like, alright, I mean, that's actually not bad, you know? Right. So right now we are kind of coasting towards the station's exit. I guess we could do a little bit of a specialty here. And then do a little bit of a wider curve here. All we need to do is visually line up the station and the track. We are already at the right height for it. I know that the going back to the station part isn't the most exciting, but I think all in all we have a pretty solid track design over here. Why don't you, my faithful test panel for coasters, watch the test ride while I try to get some queue and exit hooked up here. I mean, if it won't make it, you know, we'll have a serious problem. But at least we have the photo section. That will bring us in big money, you know. Talking about cementing our position for this park, you know. Financial disposition, I should say. I mean, that's gonna play into that big time. Nice. Right, I want path markers. Those are track markers. Path markers. Thank you. Oh, that's an issue. And we can't go above, of course, so we would need to go below. And then go above. Till height 9 here. Oh wow, that's actually a pretty nice hookup if you ask me. Adds plenty of space for benches, which we will also definitely need. But also adds the opportunity for some trash cans. Well, it seems to me that the test ride, at the very least, made it towards the station and back. I think that this is a pretty cool track design, though. It has a little bit of everything, you know. Looks kind of alright, if you ask me. Anyway. What we need is a mechanical dude here, definitely. You, that's not gonna trap you, is it? If I now place you again. Oh, now you are on the terrain. You are still not trapped there. Oh yes you are. Yeah, you're definitely... No, you're definitely not. Balls, man. I don't know how I am going to trap you. It's kind of difficult. I guess perhaps... Oh, it's actually that square there. Right. Which means that that one can be gone. Basically... No, that one cannot be gone. Hold on, have I really just... I mean... It's that one, near the exit there. There. You should be trapped right now here. Don't you dare walk away. Yeah, that's about it. And now... No. No. If I were to put you like this, would it then work? Nope. That might be a serious issue that we have over here. If I place you like this though, that did seem to work. I'm not entirely sure on it. And now you're walking up and down. Alright, that's odd though. We clearly saw that it was this stretch of path that contained... And now we go ease off again. This is most concerning, if you ask me. I don't know what he's going to do. All we can pray and hope for is that this doesn't crash too much, but you've seen me try it, you know. I don't know why it's not working. I assume that he wants to try and reach this exit, but it's only a guess at this point. I don't know, man, how those AI pathfinding mechanics work. I just don't know. So, yeah. We'll hope for the best, I guess. Don't crash too much, Koosty. Yeah, nah, right, that's the one. And we'll see how it goes, right? I have a bad feeling about this. I have a feeling that this coaster will cause us a lot of grief. Maybe not us, but certainly the guests, if I may say so. Unfortunately. Right, if we go up and then terraform this. And then terraform some more. And then we should be able to... Oh, yeah, how about removing the trees that are in the way? Might help. Right, well that should theoretically... Oh, no, that does not, because where we need mechanics, we might also want handy dudes. So, we'll place one down there. Hopefully you will actually stay trapped down here. I don't know, really. There's a good chance he will walk up as well. I hope he doesn't, but there's a good chance. Yeah, look, see, that's that mechanic right now. All he does is patrol up and down there. We don't need that. You know what might help though? Now, this is only a wild guess. Let's see, yes, that's the place. Right, now you are the one. Oh, you're now actually... All of a sudden you're inspecting that. Sure, whatevs. Right, if I were to place you down there right now. And then do this. Are you going... You better not walk off there. You better stay on this stretch right now. That's what I want you to do. Very good. Maybe it was because the majority of the path was actually in this section. I can imagine something like that being a factor in the calculation of where to go, you know. He doesn't seem to walk off that much right now. He definitely seems to stay in his zone, which I approve of greatly. I mean, sure, you know, now that we might have fixed what was the issue, we will benchify this just so... Yeah, no, he definitely seems to stay there right now. So we just have to build a little bit of a bait path to keep him there. Fine, if that's what it takes. Now, what we will do... Smoothen out the terrain a little bit, because I've been neglecting that like crazy for the rest. And, you know what? We have built this coaster. Shall we check it out? I mean, that might be a good idea, right? Rollercoaster 6. What are your ratings? Very, very good. 7.5, huh? Not bad. I wasn't aiming for that, really, but... Well, we got it. I'm happy for it. Oh, oops. Yeah, I was distracted there, you know, trying to do something else, which I should not be doing. Right, I guess we can open this up. I mean, sure seems good enough to me. I also quite like the track design, you know. I think that there are some pretty cool sections in this coaster. You know, underground, curving about, stuff like this. And then dropping down, you know. Yeah, this coaster has a... Imagine if we scenerize it up a little bit. Besides, how are you affected? This definitely was not a 5 before. So all in all, I think that, you know, this was a good addition. We need this in the park. Right. Now, for a name. I have been given suggestions for names, and I must say I only partially remembered them. But I did remember one word, and it was the Schreckliche or something, you know. I don't know if it was with an A or with an E. I think it was. Oh, crap, and I forgot to do the umlaut stuff, you know. I should have enabled that, and I said it last time. I'll do that right after recording these videos, but the Schreckliche. And then I think train is Zug. So, yeah, I know. Very, very original name. But there we go, you know. German Schrecklerzug. Oh, the Schrecklerzug. Yeah, the Schrecklerzug. Wow, now that's a name, you know. It even sounds good. Even though I have no idea if it actually is and something. But yeah, anyway, you know, keep giving those suggestions. It's really, really appreciated, as my German is quickly exhausted for names. So, right, then let's get them settings sorted, because currently it's not being inspected nearly often enough as I'd like. Also, I would love to do a paint job on this one. How are we going to paint this? In the grandest scheme of things, currently it is too brown. We might want to change that to brown and then do the track in a different color. We could go along with something like this. It would fit with the water slide, but I think it would also be a little bit too the same stuff of the water slide. Instead, what we could blend in really well here is this kind of track, you know. This would blend in absolutely perfect. Golden snake. It would fit in really well with the circus show here. If we go with the black supports, oh, I am digging this, man. I am definitely digging this. Though it doesn't really fit the, you know, the name. We could go along with something like this too. And then perhaps dark like this. And maybe like a white and, or a blue and black. Or a blue and dark green. How about a blue? No. No. Ooh, that looks vibrant, man. I quite like that, you know, it gives some eerie feeling to this. And that gives it an even more eerie feeling, though I don't like the grey so much, it doesn't blend well with the environment. That looks good. How does it look from another angle? I'll admit, I quite like this, you know. I think we're going with this, to be honest. Right, very good then. Well, it also seems that the guests surely like this. And look at our money. We are, I mean, sure, I've been taking a sweet time with it, you know. But we have built one coaster and instantly we are a lot more profitable. I think currently, and we should take a look at our finances to confirm what I've been thinking, Yeah, see, coaster went up, boom, we are making a good 5,000 something for ride tickets alone. That is solid. With that, we can start looking at the stuff over here, which we are gonna do. But that and more all has to wait for next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.